Hey guys, my name is the Pug of Wallstreet, aka shotguns require more skill than sniper rifles, don't at me. It doesn't matter, it's just a quote that's 100% true and accurate when it comes to high level and intermediate level play. Oh, what's that? Things have nuance. A lot of people, when they see me in their server, join the server, they like to make that quote that I said, comparing shotguns to other weapons. Now, they like to misinterpret what it means. People like to misrepresent that quote without actually understanding what it's about because, you know, who cares about actually showing context when we can make we can quote somebody to try and prove them wrong. Oh, wow, I'm so smart by not actually understanding background context. A lot of people don't understand that shotguns are some of the worst primary weapons and even sometimes secondary weapons in the game. Why do I say that with confidence, with no fear from Reddit retaliation? Because they legit trash guns, dude. They're bad guns, there's no way around it. But why don't people believe me when I say that? Well, because people that tend to be very vocal about overpowered and broken stuff tend to be really new or really bad players. Why do I say that? Well, it happens in every game. You know, I make this comparison all the time. Shotguns are just as good as lows in Tekken. And you may be wondering, what does Tekken have to do with anything? One's a 3 fighting game, the other one's a first-person shooter. Oh my gosh, I don't understand analogies. That's what you sound like. You sound like that. Now, what happens in Tekken? What's the big deal with lows in Tekken? Highs and mids, you automatically block just by standing there, right? And lows, you're not blocking them unless you crouch. You have to crouch, you have to move down. And a lot of people that are new to the game don't understand that. They don't know that because they're new to the game. So, when somebody does a low and you don't know how to deal with it, it's free damage. When somebody like Brian does the snake edge, that is one of the slowest lows in the game, you can see it through a mile away. It's one of the most dangerous things to do because you can block it and deal stupid amounts of damage in a punish. Why, oh why, are there hundreds upon thousands of people on the internet posting on Reddit and on forums saying that lows are completely broken and overpowered because they're new to the game / bad at the game? And here's the number one reason why you get killed by shotguns and people that are better than you don't, and why it's harder to use a shotgun at high level play than it is at low level play. Specifically because you close the distance. If I have a shotgun with me and I'm pointing it directly at you, what is the number one instinct you would have? If you're a low level player, the answer is long jump directly into the barrel of the shotgun. Put my face as close as you can to those delicious pellets, and I want my head blown off from my body. If you are an intermediate to high level player, your answer would be walk away and shoot them in the face. There's the difference. That's why low tier players say that shotguns are overpowered and why they're so good at low level, because everybody else does your job for you. Let's take the Drays. What is so good about the Drays? It's got a lot of accuracy. It's got a pretty high fire rate, but it becomes very inaccurate when you spam it. And it deals a ton of damage, right? And, you know, it has really good range. Now, why do people always spam the Drays? As if, you know, there's nothing in the world you can do other than spam it. You know, how fast can you hit mouse 1? Are you hitting it fast enough? No, Drays users would probably go faster than that. It has a fire rate of 300 bullets per minute, meaning that you can shoot about 5 bullets every second. Do you really need to shoot 5 bullets every second? If you are a low-level player, the answer is 100% yes, because the enemy is going to long jump directly into my bloom, my inaccuracy circle, and they're all going to tank those bullets. If you're an intermediate to high level player, your answer is going to be no. You probably want to have trigger discipline and proper interval shooting, right, while you walk away, taking the range advantage. Proxy has to jump into your range. Proxy has to outmaneuver you to get close enough to deal damage. Please don't jump into the proxy's range. Get away from her. If you see a proxy with a Hollands in one hand and a sign that says free kisses, come closer please, you walk away from that proxy. You don't look at that proxy, you say no, and you go the other direction, okay? That is a PSA, that's gonna save your life. And this is coming from a proxy main right here, I'm telling you. Don't trust proxies with shotguns. Proxies with a Hogfire on the other hand, now that's actually competitively viable. Am I right, guys? What's the big deal with shotguns, right? They're not good. They require too much effort to get the same amount of results as a sniper rifle. A sniper can shoot you from a mile away and get a headshot and you're dead. A shotgun has to travel all that distance to about kissing distance and then shoot you twice, right? So why do people still believe that shotguns are overpowered? Ask anybody that has been playing the game for a long time and isn't stuck in bronze or silver. Once you reach about gold and cobalt, you're gonna realize that nobody uses shotguns because they trash. And here's the number one thing people are unwilling to tell me. If shotguns are completely overpowered, wouldn't you do everything in your power to use the best weapons to always get the W? Wouldn't you try to do that? Why is it that throughout all of Dirty Bomb history, shotguns are some of the least used weapons in esports? If something is the most competitively viable, most strongest weapon in the game, why wouldn't everybody use it? And then I already hear you typing your comments like, oh, well, Pug, you're a lunatic. That's why everybody bans shotguns, you know, they all ban proxy and they ban aura. Or is it that they ban aura because she's maybe a little too good at giving people health in defense? So people just want to remove that so that you have active medics that can really just hide the health station and make everybody almost immune to death, right? Let's think about that. Maybe they throw away ban Phantom and Proxy because they're some of the least competitively viable mercs and nobody uses them, but you don't want to get your favorite merc banned. I don't know why would anybody do that? You know why? Isn't that crazy, right? That some of the most broken and overpowered weapons in the game are some of the least used at intermediate and high level play? Why would that be the case? Wouldn't everybody want to use the cheesiest weapons to guarantee a victory? When you reach a certain level in the game, right, of skill and understanding, you realize that certain weapons are good at certain ranges. And you learn that if you use an M4 and you are a Skyhammer, you don't have to long jump directly into a proxy. You can stay where you are and make the proxy come to you and shoot her. The game is in its deathbed, and people still believe shotguns are some of the strongest weapons in the game. Sure, call them a crutch, because a crutch allows you to walk if you don't have a leg, but it also doesn't allow you to run, right? Low tier gameplay is just learning to walk in Dirty Bomb, but once you learn to walk on your own and you're starting to run, a crutch is only going to hold you back. Capiche? You get it now? How many times do I have to make videos telling you guys to broaden your understanding and knowledge rather than sticking to the same belief you've had since you booted up the game? This isn't Call of Duty or Battlefield 5 where everybody's just trying to jump in, get as close, deal as much damage as you can, where shotguns deal one-hit kills. This is not that type of game. This is a game where there are certain objectives you have to follow, and every merc has a specific design to them. Proxies are meant to infiltrate enemy territory, get into the objective, which tends to be close quarter areas. They tend to be closed areas where shotguns tend to thrive because that's the only way that a proxy can survive. If you jump into close quarters, you need close quarter weapons. If there's anything that you should learn from this specific video is that get away from kissing distance, bro. Just walk away. If a shotgun's there and you have an M4, take the range advantage. You know, understand what distance is in the game, how far away 10 meters is. Why are you getting into the range where shotguns are better? Why? Why do you do this? You only have yourself to blame. The only reason shotguns are overpowered is because your brain is underpowered. That's a fact. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope I don't get too many dislikes. As always, guys, have a great day.